Hold up. They fight. First of all, they fighting on the bridge. Afro getting to it. Hold up. Oh my. This shit clean. The number between 1 and 20. Why would I say that when 19? Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai? I gotta go for Afro Samurai. I'm sorry. I gotta go for Afro Samurai. He's black. He's black. Who I'm going for? I already told y'all. Afro. Feel me? I gotta go for Afro. I like Samurai Jack, but I know a little bit more about Afro.
Of the most prestigious and dangerous.
So let's pit two of the best of them in a fight to the death.
Samurai Jack, the warrior prince lost in time.
And Afro Samurai, who's one cold-blooded mother
So
effer.
tough.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Long ago,
Oh, when
in
they
a
do, that's
distant
Samurai Jack?
land,
They started saying
Aku,
that?
the
Yes,
shape-shifting
sir.
master of darkness, unleashed in unspeakable evil.
Okay,
But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me.
Magic sword? I thought it was just a regular katana. That's crazy.
I
mean,
mean,
watch Samurai Jack.
And that nameless samurai became known as Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Jack was out.
Jack.
Yo, Jack was
Jack.
Doesn't really strike fear into your enemies.
Young Jack was the son of a Japanese emperor who had imprisoned Aku years before. However, upon Aku's return, the emperor and his army were quickly defeated. The last of all hope remained in the hands of his son.
Oh, look how small he is. Well, to prep for beating the...
They don't even know his real name. That's insane. He's 75. Up here it's 25. That is insane. I didn't even know his feats like that. He gotta get... Oh, he gotta get back to the past. I was about to say, all right, he's 5'9", 130. Damn, that's kind of crazy. I think that's what I am. Sent to the Future by Aku, suffers from PTSD.
Not out of Aku, little Jack traveled the world, training with the best of the best.
Most notably, he learned horseback riding from a sheikh, staff fighting in Africa, wrestling from gladiators, axe throwing from a Russian boyar, mountain...
First of all, extensive training, that's kind of crazy. All of this is crazy. Sea navigation, pole arm combat, horseback riding. Nah, this is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Astral meditation, jumping good, ninjutsu, sailing, axe throwing. That's crazy.
Combat from the Mongols,
He really
martial
on
arts
it.
from Shaolin monks,
And archery from freaking Robin Hood. You know, everyone's
that's
favorite
tough.
talking fucks. Ooh, da lolly.
wrong Robin Hood.
That's your opinion.
Jack's progress was exceptional. At just 8 years old, he defended a whole village from a band of marauders.
All before he could even legally drink the good stuff. 17 years later, he was ready for the final boss.
He's him.
He just needed one more thing. His pajamas.
No, his katana.
Katana, pajama, tomato, Alfredo. It's all the same. But before Jack could put his training to good use, Aku pulled a bitch move and zapped him hundreds of years into the future.
What a
Hold that,
waste.
man.
Just like when you spend 4 sleepless years struggling through college and then find out too late that nobody cares about your English major.
I thought you graduated from the School of Evil Science or something.
Well, you still have to pick a major.
Should have chose a more practical one, Wiz,
Oh,
like
that man.
mine. Anyway, even though he was trapped in the future, Jack stuck to his mission to get back to the past and take down Aku. And he had the right weapon for the job.
See, Aku
Different,
cannot be
bro.
harmed by conventional means. Thus, a special blade was forged by gods from Norse, Egyptian, and Hindu pantheons. This mystic sword is nearly unbreakable.
Oh, my fault. I didn't even realize his katana is, bro. What? Odin, Ra, and Vishnu can absorb and redirect energy. Oh my God, seemingly indestructible. Converts seemingly indestructible. The Afro got his work cut out of him. Counters evil magic, sharp enough to cut through metal. Must be pure of heart to wield. Tremendous horse cut technique. Breaks most blades.
And absolutely
Samurai
incorruptible.
Jack, my God.
And boy, is
Still
Jack's
Afro, bro.
katana an extremely effective weapon.
It can absorb and redirect energy, including fire, vaporize beings of evil, and slice through nearly any substance, even adamantium.
The Wolverine super metal? Why is that there?
Probably just coincidental naming, but it is shown to be stronger than steel.
Of course it is. So the sword's pretty awesome, but so is Jack.
like the
He's
sword,
strong
though.
enough to push over this giant pillar,
Damn.
tough enough to survive a fall from orbit, and fast enough to defeat 6 bounty hunters in the time it took for 1 drop of water to hit the ground. By timing the drop,
That's insane.
all this had to have taken place in about 1/3 of a second. He's like a ninja samurai. Ninja Mirai.
Crazy.
Actually, he is trained in
He's
ninjutsu,
kinda a ninja,
which
right?
probably helped when he was forced to dodge beams of sunlight. For this one in particular, it's clear Jack
That
began
is-
dodging after the beam was fired. By examining both Jack and the beam's movement frame by frame, we've concluded his highest reaction speeds must be nearly 70% the speed of light.
Damn, that's
gosh.
fast. What can he do? Next thing you'll tell me he has the power to fly or something.
Well, Jack can't fly, but he did learn how to...
Jump good.
Yes, that. By strapping a giant boulder on his back, which compared to his height we can determine to weigh 39 tons.
Bro.
Jack learned how to leap high enough to clear these trees.
All right, bro.
Crouching
that's
tiger,
crazy.
hidden samurai.
Now his feats is crazy. Can leap over 100 feet, survive being crushed by a 700-ton man, lifted a 39-ton boulder, dodged beams of sunlight, survived the fall from space, defeated bounty hunters. Yeah, he did it.
These trees are pretty big, and this jungle has a bunch of these ugly baboons
That's
running around.
insane.
And if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd say that this is the African rainforest, where the average tree is about 130 feet tall. Tips on Jack from my basketball team. Guy's got hops.
We haven't even mentioned the time he survived several exploding missiles with his friend, the Scotsman.
Why does he look so familiar? Well, I like him.
With so much talent, it was only a matter of time until Jack found his way home and defeated Aku once and for all.
crazy. I
But
see that
it
on the top
took
right.
a lot longer than it probably should have. 50 years, in fact.
Yeah, good thing time travel makes you stop aging for some reason. But Jack's a good-hearted soul, like a Boy Scout who hasn't discovered Twitter yet.
Damn, so
He
he's
can
75.
be
but
pretty
they put him
gullible
back
when
in
it
the
comes to
future, so
more
he's really
devious
25.
opponents.
That is also
Also,
stronger.
he continues to prolong his lonely journey over and over just because he frequently puts the needs of others before his own. Still, the forces of evil should watch out for Samurai Jack.
Wow. He different. Then he asked him.
The stories that surround the
Yes,
two sacred headbands are as many as the men who
Boy, bro,
died
stop
in
playing
their
with him, man.
pursuit.
What's so special about
Boy,
some
Afro,
strips of
stop
head
playing
cloth?
Legend says they were created by the gods, or they can grant the wearer supernatural powers. But in truth, the headbands only bring pain and
The number one
loss.
headband made.
Such was the case
Agelessness.
with Afro Samurai.
Like he nothing more than an overhyped strip of cloth.
Wait, did his parents really call him Afro? Talk about setting big expectations.
Well, no, it's a nickname, but even
I don't even know. They don't even know his real name either. Age, he's in his mid-20s, 5'11", 172, trained by swordsman, ambidextrous, bears the #1 headband, and enjoys a good
if they
joint.
did, have you seen his
they
dad?
could be getting high,
I think
too.
they knew what to expect.
It's great.
Damn, just look at it. Oh, and hey look, he's got the #1 headband.
Here's how this works. The person who wears the #1 headband is said to rule the world. And the only person who can challenge the #1 is whoever possesses the #2.
Number two?
In contrast, anybody can challenge the owner of the #2 for the right to wear that headband, and thus gain the right to challenge the #1.
So, like, you just work your way up so that only one guy in the world can challenge you? So where do I get one of these headbands? Then no one will mess with me.
Actually, the opposite would probably
This is
happen,
actually pretty
which
crazy.
young Afro witnessed firsthand
Thought
when
it-
some freak named Justice showed up with the #2 and killed his father right in front of him.
Why does this always happen?
Cut his head off?
You know, I always thought parenting was the hardest thing about being a dad, but at this point, I think it's just actually staying alive if your kid's ever gonna do anything great. Or just sticking around for them.
Nah, that
Despite
is
knowing
insane.
that he was effectively creating a future challenge,
I'm not gonna lie, that's
Justice
messed up.
left Afro alone to mourn his loss.
So, of course, Afro swore revenge and started learning swordsmanship
You know he about to get
under
busy.
a swordmaster named Swordmaster. Who the
Bro.
hell is naming these people?
Through Swordmaster's training of sword mastery, Afro learned the traditional samurai fighting styles of Kenjutsu and Kendo.
Kenjutsu is all about how to kill an opponent as fast as possible, while Kendo is more about discipline and being zen and stuff. Naturally, Afro preferred the more kick-ass one.
Right, Swordmaster's
Kendo,
goal
right?
was to refine Afro's body and mind, instilling upon him a sense of honor, or Bushido. But that didn't quite mesh with Afro's thirst for vengeance.
So when he found out that Swordmaster had the number 2 headband all along, he knew what he had to do.
And they killed his master, bro.
And
my
now
gosh,
he could take
that
down the
nigga.
guy who killed his dad.
Alongside his new friend / burden, Ninja.
Oh, God,
That's
the fuck
tough.
on.
Okay.
Where'd this guy come from?
Ninja.
Now don't
They might as well
he
call
look
him
like
a nigga.
shit? How you been, man?
Well, it's not entirely clear. He's there, but at the same time, not there. Ninja
Oh, so
is
he's
believed
like
to be
he's like the what's it called? He's like the Shikigami from Death Note.
guardian of the number 2 headband. But all he ever really does is talk, and talk some more.
He got
Shikigami,
arrows and
like
grenades and
Shikigami.
shit. You ain't got no chance, dude.
Though it's also possible Ninja is simply a figment of Afro's mind, brought about by psychological stress.
You know, I have an imaginary friend.
Aren't you a little old for that?
Not for Al Gundy. He's a gun who also talks to me. He tells me to do stuff.
Okay.
right.
Anyway, to be honest, calling Afro a samurai is a bit misleading. He's actually more akin to a ronin.
That shit fat.
Calling Afro a samurai is a bit...
Nah, bro. I love how they told me Afro Samurai really be getting down like this. And they will get smacked and then cut your ass. That is insane.
misleading. He's actually more akin to a ronin, a samurai with no master. And so, with his swordsmanship perfected, Afro wandered the world searching for justice, carrying an arsenal fit for revenge.
Including his father's sword. This super long blade has lasted through decades of battle
Extremely
without much
resistant.
issue.
They got
Perfect
ink?
for kicking some ass.
He also has a steel comb,
comb,
which can be a surprisingly
cigarettes.
effective offensive and defensive tool.
And since he doesn't care about that honor BS, he's not afraid to play dirty by attacking with his sandals.
But while on the road to justice, Afro's number 2 headband attracted all manner of dangerous enemies. Luckily, he's more than capable of dealing
Nah,
with
he's
each and every
different.
one of them.
He's
I still
strong
got
enough to
Afro.
cut other swords in half, throw his sheath through another guy's throat,
Damn.
and even tear off cut other swords in half, throw his sheath through another
God,
guy's
I gotta watch
throat,
this anime,
and
bro.
even
I
tear
gotta watch
off
this
metal
anime.
arms.
Pretty impressive, as many modern metals have tensile strength as high as 80,000 pounds per square inch.
my
Afro
gosh.
is fast enough to cut bullets out of thin air, and even a laser beam.
I should note that it's not a plasma-based beam. It bounces
I
off
was
reflective
thinking that,
surfaces,
bro.
doesn't
I was thinking
explode
about
upon
some,
contact, and it's
flash
literally
screen, that's
labeled a
funny.
laser. This means Afro blocked a beam that moved as fast as light, more than 670 million miles per hour.
Get this, that laser beam came from a robot version of Afro. Talk about metal. This Afro droid
Man.
could easily smash up a car, and our boy
is actually
Afro
pretty
just
crazy, I'm
tore
not
it
gonna cap.
apart. He's survived getting hit by rockets, including
God,
this
some
RPG
RPGs
that fragmented a
Killed
giant cliff
dozens
face.
of assassins.
RPG in a backpack.
Yeah, I already said all that.
I think I smell math coming.
This tree nearby is most likely a Japanese mountain ash, which can sometimes grow as high
How
as
did they
30
know
feet.
that?
With that in mind,
How did they
we
know that?
compared its height to the fragmentation created by the explosion,
That is-
and compared the resulting surface area to the shear force for granite. With this,
How
we
did they know
deduce the
that, though?
RPG's highest possible explosive yield must be around 72 tons of TNT.
Damn, what kind of mega rocket launcher are these guys packing? And where do I get it?
Many stood in his way, and Afro didn't get through them all unscathed.
But by the end, he cut down justice, took his revenge in hand, and proved to the world
Yes,
that
sir.
Afro Samurai is #1.
He proves that he's him.
Why you gotta kill all my men? Why you gotta kill me?
Nothing personal. It's just revenge.
Just, I thought he was about to say it's just business.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, looking at these swords makes me want to sharpen my knives for my blue apron meal tonight.
How the fight looking? How the fight looking? Hold on. Ooh, I like how it's not, and I like how it's not pixel. It looks smooth. They bet, bro. I promise you, this fight better go crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna be mad if Samurai win, because I respect the both of them. I watched the both of them growing up, but I have to go for Afro. It's
Your
only
sword
right.
smells of blood. So does yours.
They fight. First of all, they fighting on the bridge. Afro get into it. Hold on. Come on. Come on. This shit clean. Ooh, he cut that. Oh, let me back up a little bit. Let me back up. Is he smoking while fighting? That man got the blood in his mouth. That's not. Oh wait, actually, he smokes cigarettes too. I forgot. That might be a cigarette. My fault. I'm not lying. My fault. What I miss? What I miss? What I miss? What I miss? Oh, he dirty. That's a good move. With his eyes, he fighting with his eyes closed. Stop playing with Samurai Jack, man. Hold on. Oh my God. Yo, this fight is crazy. I would have looked at him too.
Oh, thank you.
You jump good with it. Oh, oh. I know you about to get tight. Ooh. They're getting busy. He lost his sword. Okay. Oh, they both going down. Who can grab the sword? Afro? Oh, that's the next. Afro coming for you, bro. Oh, he's coming for you. He's that dub. He's that dub. Oh, they about to hold. I can tell they about to hold. They about to hold. Afro's dead. That nigga is different, bro. I knew he was about to win. I knew it. I had to go by Afro, but I knew Samurai. He had that was clean. Oh my god.
KO!
So, like, is he gonna get his arm back, or?
Afro was an exceptional warrior, and his skills would absolutely dominate most sword fights. However, Jack has had a lot of experience with opponents who fight dirty, and Afro could not stand up to his physical superiority.
Yeah, Afro never showed strength like how Jack lifted that 39-ton boulder.
Jack could react as fast as 70%
Putting
the
the
speed
cartoon
of
up
light.
versus the anime,
Afro
that's
did block
insane.
that light speed laser beam, but based on the distance between him and the Afro droid, he only needed to react around 21% the speed of light to do this, still putting him at impressive relativistic speeds, but not even half as quick as Jack.
Also, while Afro survived that mega-sized RPG explosion, don't forget how Jack survived a fall from orbit.
While it does seem the
Once I saw
spacesuit
the
was
feature, I knew
responsible
Samurai
for Jack
was
surviving
Samurai
re-entry,
Jack was in. I knew
it
it.
certainly can't be held solely
Not mad,
accountable
I didn't
for the
mad.
final
Good
impact.
fight, great fight.
Starting his descent from the Kármán line, or the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and space, Jack covered a distance of 62 miles in just under 7 seconds, moving well over terminal
Like,
velocity.
look at this cartoon
Thanks to being
feat. Like, how are you
propelled by
supposed to be cartoon?
exploding space speed.
That's
Which
exactly why
means
One
his
Punch
top
Man lost to
velocity
Popeye.
was approximately
Oh, my fault.
37,000 miles per hour.
Nah, you on my channel.
Adding
You
the
should've seen it.
spacesuit's weight to his own, this means his impact force must have equaled about 19 megatons of force. Way more than anything Afro survived.
Then he
That's
just
tough.
got up and walked away. Badass. In the end, Jack was
Cartoon,
just
bro.
too fast, too strong, too tough, and too well trained for Afro to handle.
The winner is
That was
Samurai
hard when they
Jack.
cut it. I like how they show cutting both of his arms off.